Kevin Penn from EssentialNET, and what I want to do is take a few minutes of your very precious time today just to talk about how we can sweat your assets but not diminish the performance of your infrastructure, which is key. We all talk about sweating assets. We want to get the best out and we want to make them last longest, but you know what? We've got ever more pressures on that infrastructure, so we need to make it work better. We need to get more out of it. So what we're going to talk about today is the 12K bundle, which is the USX shared, Atlantis USX shared with a year's support, with installation and with a full tuning service and the hand holding through a period that you're under contract with us. As I say, it's 12 grand for the entire bundle, everything you need for a turbine to get you off and running. It is got a money back guarantee, so it's no risk to yourselves and very little for you to do other than sort of work with us on this. What that will give you, 10 times the capacity and 10 times more performance of your infrastructure, and this is what we'll put a guarantee to getting towards those figures. That's on your existing assets. So let's take a little bit of look at how that works. So let's assume this is your infrastructure. You've got a virtual server, which is say an ESXi, another one there, another one there. You've got a pair of switches. Doesn't matter whether they're 10 gig, but let's just assume they're 10 gig because most people are using 10 gig. Sort of dualed up, as everyone does these days, and then those goes into a SAN with dual controllers, and probably goes something like that. So pretty standard setup. So how do we improve that? Well, what the Atlantis USX is doing is really, instead of running those VMwares, which actually in essence really are running down here, this is really where your VMs are running, and this is why you've got all the performance issues, you've got IO blender issues, you've got troubleshooting, you've got all sorts of issues with everything because you're really running down there. So your bottlenecks really are here, here and here. What the USX is doing is doing a number of things, which is making your life easier, making it simpler, making it faster and giving you more capacity. USX effectively will use the RAM within your server, and we can do a number of different things. We can tier it, all sorts of other clever things, but let's take the simplest way of looking at this. We're going to take your RAM. You may need to up your RAM for this, but the more you're putting it, the better you're going to get, because as you see, what we're going to do is we're going to put that RAM and we're going to create effectively an NFS share across that RAM. So it's really a hyper-converged environment. It makes managing simpler because actually you start to not have to worry about RAID groups. So if you're down here, you've got RAID and you've got LUNs. Well, some of the complications that goes with them tend to disappear because we're amalgamating that and pushing that up into here. We are obviously writing that back down into the storage infrastructure because obviously running everything back would be very silly if we just did that without any back off. But there's a few clever things we'll do. So what we're actually really doing, we're taking these VMs here and we're transitioning them up and we're running them in the RAM. So that is the fastest you can possibly get because it's on tin and it's going to run absolutely electronic. So that is going to give you your 10 times performance, and you know what, probably even more, because the difference between running down here where actually your limiting factor is the cache here, and if the battery goes, the limiting factor is the disk itself, you're going to be running in RAM. Plenty of RAM, it's going to go absolutely stonkingly fast. What we're also going to do is, during this whole process that is then writing down here, this is going to do a massive deduplication effort. So actually what you're setting down on your disk and what you're keeping on this new bill of disk, this NFS mount that's shared across there, but sitting down here, is going, because of the deduplication ratios that we're going to get, we're going to be able to get at least 10 times more capacity out of the existing infrastructure. So as I said, we're going to keep it really quick. What we want you guys to do is, if you think this sounds like a good idea, take a punt, get the bundle, see where you're going with it. We'll install it, we'll get the whole thing working, and you know what, you'll be stunned by the results. What will this do for you? This will make you a super hero, because for 12K you'll have improved the performance of your environment absolutely massively. So as I say, what this is giving you, we're going to give you our money back guarantee, that in 60 days we will have this working and we'll have it giving you around about 10 times performance and 10 times more capacity. And we think that's a pretty good deal for 12 grand. We think that's something that's well worth taking up. Please give us a call.